Team, Claire here from My Mortgage, and I wanted to talk a little bit about fixed rates and give you a bit of advice around how to consider what option might be best for you. So at the moment, we are in the end of October 2024, and we can see rates sort of 6 months are about 6.29, 6.39, depending on the bank, and 12 months are somewhere between 5.39 and 5.59. And that is meaning that some people have to make some decisions about what option is best for them. So, in general, 1% higher rate's obviously going to be a little bit more expensive. However, there is the upside that if rates continue to drop as quickly as expected, then we are going to get cheaper rates early in 2025. So a 6-month rate is still a good option. It's probably going to mean that you'll get a cheaper rate early next year, but the obvious downside is that you do have to pay a bit more up front. And if your lending amount is greater, then that is going to be more expensive for you. So it's worth the consideration, but also if you prefer to keep those repayments a little bit cheaper, then fixing for a year could be a better option. And yes, we will have better rates in 12 months' time. It's expected that the OCR will drop by probably around that 50 basis points mark in November. There are some economists predicting it could be a bit higher. It'll depend probably on how the unemployment figures fall in the next month or so. And then in February, which is the first review of 2025, probably expected about 0.25 then as well. So, yep, we could have rates in the mid-fours by early next year, and that's probably relatively likely. So happy days. So if you are wanting a bit of advice around this, feel free to reach out to us. We're always going to be touching base with you a few months before. We're recommending for almost everyone at the moment, just wait until the week of your fixed rate. Obviously have the conversations with us, but make sure that you're not locking in anything too early because rates are still falling, and I'd say that they will start to fall again in mid-November in anticipation of another drop. So definitely leave it to the last minute. Not something I always say, but in this case, definitely applicable. And if you do have any questions or you're wanting to do a refinance application, look at some other bank options, or potentially topping up, we're doing a lot of that for renovations and vehicles and things like that at the moment to try and keep that cost down for people, and also consolidating debt. So have a chat with us if you'd like to explore those options. Otherwise, lock in that option only a couple of weeks before your expiry date. I will do another update for you in early November, but until then, stay safe and talk soon.